Day 3.
Hello folks, welcome to day 3 of the chainsaw. Through the wonderful powers of the Amazon, the repair kit's coming, and it's a pump repair kit, and I will show you what it entails. So we have new cover, the new gear. Yes, I will compare that with the old one in but a moment. A new pump of pumpage. A new oil feed pipe. A new filter. And the squirty oil pipe that oils the blade. Chainsawed. Anyway, it was not a lot of money. I will put down here how much it was. It was a bit more expensive on Amazon because you're paying for next day delivery. I've also ordered pretty much exactly the same kit from eBay because it said it was going to be here tomorrow, and then when I ended up paying for it and all that lot, the delivery date changed to sometime next week, which is not good enough. I would say that was false advertising, but I'm still going to have it because it turns out this is quite a common problem. So at least then, if it happens again, you've got a spare kit to bang on it. So yes, I wonder. Yes. You can buy this gear on its own. There's plenty of sellers on Amazon and places like that, and eBay, that sell these just on their own. But it was like £5 just for that, and for the kit I got off eBay, it was like £7.50 for the whole lot. And also clutches and stuff, brand new clutches. This wee part here with flywheel, brand new one, about a £5, certainly under a tenner. So quite a cheap fix, and I'm not going to replace these pipes because they're perfectly good, and there's no point just fitting it for fitting its sake. So I shall basically, what I've got to do is, when I've not got a chainsaw resting on it, take the old pipe from the pump and take the sponge filter off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure, let's just take the filter off, I'm going to measure the height of the adjuster. This is the flow adjuster, and I'm going to measure it to the new one just to make sure they're of the same sort of height, which means roughly the same setting. You can alter them on the go. So I am going to de-kit this and then put everything back together. And I think what I'm going to do is, I've got the roller bearing soaking in a little bit of like WD-40, and I'm going to clean it. When it's on the shaft, it's actually working quite nicely. So when it's loose, what's happening is the rollers are just dropping into the cage a little bit. But I might just put, I've got some red rubber grease, which basically mixes with everything. It doesn't harm anything. And I'm going to put a little touch just on the base plate of this, just to give it a little bit of lubrication, and I'm going to put a little bit on the roller bearing before I put it back. So I shall crack on with that. Press the button. The bloody button broke. Can you bastard?
12 seconds later.
Pumps in, and I've just given it a little blobette of red rubber grease. So next on will be the new cover. Where did I put that? Here it is. It's the new cover. That goes on there. And then we'll introduce the gear. Down. Yes.
A few moments later.
Right, everything's back in. New pump. It's just the reversal of how we took it off. So everything's back on. Just in the process of tightening the clutch on. I've greased the roller bearing. And what I've actually had to do is I'm using the old cover because it was just made ever so slightly better than the new one, which I've put down, and I can't find. Is it under there? Did I put it there? Anyway, in the new cover, the bolt hole for that Allen was ever so slightly larger than this original, and the bolt actually went through it, which meant the front of the cover was up a little bit, which means the gear's not engaging properly. So I've used the original cover because there's no wear on it, and then we've just gently nipped the bolts up, and we'll go from there. All I've got to do now is use the tool, because the spark plug's obviously still got its stopper in, and just tighten that up, and then it's good for Uncle Colin to take it for test. So I hope you've enjoyed this mini repair video. I won't know until Uncle Colin runs it if it's working or not, because I haven't got any chain oil, so I can't put any chain oil in it, and he's got all the caps and stuff for the oil tank, and he's got the fuel, so he'll have to test it. So with any luck, that's all it was literally this worn gear. But the gear engagement with the new pump, you actually had to thread this down onto the worm, whereas before I could just literally pull that straight out of the worm. It didn't feel like it was engaged very well, but it was actually a nice good solid engagement. So they're obviously wearable parts, especially that gear. So yes, this will conclude the chainsaw repair. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And bollocks.
Everybody's talking about my tight pants. I got my tight pants. I got my tight pants on. Everybody's looking at my tight pants. I got my tight pants. I got my tight pants.